Looking at the head-to-head matchup rates, these two have played quite a bit. They played 69 sets, with the record being 10 wins for Castle. It should be 10 wins for Br1 and 59 for Castle. So Br1, a bit of an underdog here, perhaps, but he has been playing very well as of late. We'll have to see if he can make the upset here at Lagspike Arena.
I'm all in. I'm all in on the upset. You're about to hear some extremely biased commentary.
I'll have to keep it balanced on the other side. Then already Castle swinging for the fences with these board smashes. And why wouldn't he? Look at the damage disparity. Br1 already finding himself getting whopped quite a bit. Neutral B, that's not quite going to kill the grenade, perhaps saving Snake right there. Air dodge back on the stage. How does he actually land? Great B reverse, gets his way out of Pyra's threat range, but just responds again. That down air is so deadly. What a tool for Pyra.
It feels like most of the moves are pretty good for Pyra. I'm trying to think of one that I've seen that I didn't like.
This character, good. You know, the difference between these two players is that Castle paid $5.99 for his character.
That's how they get you.
That's
how
it works.
they get you.
That's just smash in a nutshell. It's like, oh, you paid for that? Okay, yeah, you got that out. You got that busted move. It's like
You know
Joker
who I
gets
feel
our
bad for?
Who?
King K. Rule players. Just
I feel bad for them too.
because if that was DLC, that would have been a sick character. But they didn't care.
As a K Rule player, thank you. Your sympathy is appreciated, but Br1 needs no sympathies. He gets that up tilt responding to Castle's little bit of an over-aggressive option right there, but side B not going to get the footstool as Castle, and now Br1 gets the opportunity to get a couple strong hits, but he tried to parry the neutral B, it looked like. He dropped shield, didn't quite work out for him. It's hit for so much damage.
Okay, on stage, side B comes out, will connect as well, and Br1 all the way up. Manages to get back on stage though.
Up tilt, not quite going to connect. Br1, he's stuck in shield, but look at the shield starting to like whittle down. He has to roll away, trying to avoid that down air, but Castle can just watch Snake do that and plant that large, lingering hitbox to cover that with ease. And yeah, Br1, he recognizes that Castle's landing with a lot of hitboxes. He recognizes that he kind of has to stay in shield, but then Castle does such a good job of whittling it down and just threatening a shield post.
And oh, there is the throw, and each one of these hits is so important right now for Br1. Cannot afford much at all at this point.
But no double jump, but he can't really get the punish. That down air just feels like Snake has such trouble punishing it. Instead, gets an up tilt, punishing that landing by Castle. This is far from over. Snake, the king of trades, the comeback king even in Smash. So I would not be surprised to see Br1 get some easy damage, but it feels like every time Castle throws out that side B, he's just so elusive after the fact. There it is again, Br1 getting caught out trying to jump with the grenade throws.
Okay, off stage. Oh, gets caught by the up smash. A bit of an opportunity here now for Br1. Gonna hit. And we're at even percent now. Oh, little bit of a whiff. The side B comes out once again. Br1 rolls in. Will manage to get a couple of jabs off, but no edge guard.
Great parry by Br1 right there. Roll in, punished by a toss up. I like Castle's option doing that. You throw Snake up because he doesn't really have great options to land, so it gives you the opportunity to cover his landings and get him punished, and forcing him at edge. Has to use the double jump, has to use the up B. Castle, what's the option? He misses! Castle with a golden opportunity swings and misses twice. And as soon as Br1's feet hit the ground, he's mashing up tilt for the kill.
I told you. I told you I was all in on the upset. I was all in on the run back. Br1 winning the hearts and minds of everyone today. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
We'll just have to see him take that momentum after game one and apply it, because while they were close in set two, it felt like in winner's bracket set, it felt like towards the end of those 5 matches, Castle started to pull away. So perhaps Br1's got the adaptation necessary, or perhaps Castle just missed those two moves. Like, that was so close. If Castle had hit that forward tilt or that up tilt, BR1 stock was gone.
Well, time will tell if BR1 can keep this up, or if indeed they're going to be struggling in this series as a whole. The battle is about to start. I'm not expecting any character switches. I'm not expecting either of their game plans to change too much at this point. We're just going to keep going at it.
No character change-ups necessary. The stage change, or excuse me, sticking to Final D also is kind of interesting. I know a lot of Snake mains like the stage because it allows them to just claim a ton of space with C4, but we haven't seen that play that big of a role in this match. Instead, we've seen this. We've seen Castle just absolutely force BR1 to the corner and then just wail on him. Before detonated from BR1, trying to go ahead and just use those grenades to force Castle high and then punch from the back air. Not quite working out too well, though.
Yeah, it's a good start for Castle, absolutely. But it can turn over so quickly against Snake.
Good air dodge by BR1, but gets clipped by the down air yet again. Castle just tries it. He's using these like full hops. He's not even fast falling, and he's just applying so much pressure while lazily floating in the air is Castle. He just can claim so much space with that down air. That move is, it feels like in this matchup, a bit aggressive.
Yeah, and Castle, I think, feels themselves a pretty significant advantage here, just using some very safe options. A lot of this side B, following it up.
Oh my lord.
And,
oh god. Just absolutely demolished right there. BR1 tried to air dodge away. Castle, having none of it, rears back and lands a devastating smash.
Side B, it's the order of the day. More damage coming out of it. And, oh,
he might get that kill. No, not quite. Okay, the
that'll
double.
do it.
The double.
I gotta stand
Castle
up again.
Sending a message game 2 with a 3 stock, taking less than 100% and getting 3 forward smashes to end the game. What an incredibly dominant match right there by Castle.
Was anyone watching the clock? I want to know how long that lasted. What, like 2 minutes? A minute and 30?
Not long enough, my friend. This was just, it felt like Castle just got the 2 or 3 reads he needed, and that's kind of showing the difference between these two characters, is that Snake needs to chip away at you. He needs to play consistently. Castle? Mythra? No, I saw you doing something silly. I'm a forward smasher. You're dead at 50.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, that is what happened. I hope it doesn't happen again.
The margin for error between these two characters is just so extreme.
Yeah, absolutely, and such different sides of the spectrum. Yeah, it's brutal. Honestly, like, you're watching that and you go, how many mistakes did he actually make? Not many at all. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. As well, 1 apiece. This is basically a best of 3 now. As we are loading in. No character change, of course. But will the stage change? Yes, indeed.
After that calamity of game 2, something's definitely got to change up, and BR1 wise to go to this one. I like this option because we're seeing Castle get a lot of kills off the sides. Stadium has one of the shortest ceilings in the game. Snake kills with up tilt quite a bit, so that does play to his strength quite a bit. And then the platforms, you can just do so much with C4 on a platform. It covers all tech situations, and you can just stand underneath it and dare your opponent to jump at you.
Okay. Side B, I feel like we're seeing more and more use of it, and, well, for once, it is punished.
It's a grab after the tech chase, though. Down air, force him off. Or, excuse me, back air, excuse me.
Okay. Big damage. Yeah, one struggling to find space at the moment.
Up B, not quite going to connect. The forward tilt will put Castle in an awkward spot, but great attempt to collect with the Nikita. Not quite going to work out. And then again, rinse and repeat. You still have a double jump? No, switches over to Mythra for this side B. but clanking and then beating out the Nikita, but the up smash, it doesn't matter. Br1 doing a great job of taking advantage of these characters' lackluster recoveries to claim that stock, and after being put in a really awkward spot.
Okay. Br1 playing a beautiful game right now, and like you were very right to point out, these platforms, they change the dynamic in such a huge way.
Dash attack not quite going to connect, and Castle immediately trying to fire off that up the out of shield for a max punish. Not going to claim the stock though.
Shout out to Flubs. Shout out to Flubs playing a game, I believe, on the NES emulator.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Castle will finally take the stock. 82% though on deck.
Now Castle just trying to roll in and then immediately use that side B to rack up damage, but Br1 not quite getting trapped by it, but that time rolls through, gets the footstool, but that Br1's doing a better job of teching these. That's a game changer right now. So much of Castle's damage is coming through that side B and then immediately footstooling, getting a tech chase, and then getting the punish. If you get that tech though, it's so hard to actively respond.
Oh, the timing on that could not have been better.
Aggressive option from Ledge too. If Castle got hit by anything, I think he was dead right there with that aggressive side B, but it paid off dividends. And look at how far back it forced Br1. 190%, and Br1, he's content to throw out grenades. At 190, I don't think you can be content for that anymore. Grenades aren't going to kill for quite some time. You have to get in there. You have to get a grab. You have to get something to finish this off. At this point, you don't need damage. You need this stock. Every percent the Castle is doing to you with this side B is kind of devastating because it's just giving that character momentum it needs. Finally landing the dash attack after Castle rolls in.
And immediately Castle, back at it. For like, they're always recovering well. Once, they lose the stock to something dumb, but they're in and they come out swinging once again. Side B. Don't want to take a lot at this point to kill Snake. Heavy, of course, but this is doable.
Yeah, I think we're at down air percent, perhaps at edge. Br1 trying not to charge in here, but every single one of these little tilts sending him so far, just showing the kill power of Pyra, finally landing that up B. Only 21% extra credit, too. So not quite in the situation that Br1 would like to find himself in, but he can actually start to play now. Now he can play full screen. Now he can drop those grenades and try to pressure Castle when he jumps in.
It can be difficult to sort of change gear, change your game plan, and now luckily he's in a position where this game plan makes a little bit more sense with these projectiles. You can see putting up that wall right now. Castle not approaching in a simple, conventional, or dumb way because I know they're going to get caught out. Instead, they're trying to cover themselves off to the side B and then confirm afterwards.
Uses the side B while Snake has a grenade in his hand. That's so much damage, but not quite getting any kind of these footstool connections. Br1 is just, he's content to get hit with like the end of those. He just doesn't want to get caught in the full hit and then allow Castle to get a footstool and then he follow up and tech chase.
Okay. It's anybody's game right now. Really could go either way and rather quickly. Side B is good. Castle connect. A little bit of a Terrant there from Br1, who's back from the ledge. Now center stage, looking for the bear. Not gonna happen, but ooh, down air from the Pyra, and is that it? It is the up tilt 2-1. Br1 one step closer to making the upset happen.
And look at what the change of scenery did for Br1. Changing stages, changing up his game plan a little bit too. He was able to respond so much better to the camping options from side B by Pyra. and never found himself in those forward smash situations, never even gave Castle the opportunity to get those hard tech reads. What an adaptation on Br1's side.
Yeah, superb from him. And as I say, one step closer, 2-1 now. Getting that date with Destiny, Anality in the grand finals already on winner's side. Interesting.
So we've been going back and forth in this set. Do you think we're going to see a game 5 here? Is Castle going to force that? Or do you think that Br1's going to use that little change up he threw game 3 to just take this with a 3-1 and go on to grands?
You know, I said I was all in on this upset, and I still am. I'm going to go 3-1 Br1.
I think we're going to see a game 5 right here. These players are evenly matched. They've slayed so much of each other. Perhaps Castle has the advantage in sets, but Br1 is playing out of his mind. I think that we're still going to have to see this settled with more Smash in a game 5, but we'll see between me and GMT who has the accurate predictions, whose crystal ball is more powerful.
I honestly do not trust myself at all, so it's probably you.
You know, I missed a really good pun here. I mean, I could have said that I had a crystal ball and you were reading the tea leaves, but I missed that one. Bad scans.
That's okay. It's okay. You'll come up with more. Meanwhile, it's a good start for Castle.
It is, and on a big stage, too. This is basically going to allow Castle to just not interact with Snake at that mid-range camping distance that he likes to. Like, now Castle can go all the way across the stage and can toss the side B out, and if it doesn't connect, just run to the exact opposite side of the stage. That sword comes back so quickly that you don't really need to worry about Br1 tracking you down. A beat, but interrupted by the grenade. Fortuitous for Br1, as that very much should have claimed the stock.
Okay. Br1, going to see what he can do with this God-given opportunity. Shouldn't be alive, but he is.
Side B nearly finishing that one. Has to go high, but Castle kind of just backs off, trying for the back air. No, not going to connect. Third time's the charm, though.
Okay. Comes out swinging, though. Doing a decent job here on the second stock. Getting caught out, though, and this could be costly.
He has to go high. Good air dodge, though. Castle used the double jump to try to punish that as hard as possible, but not quite going to work out. At 114, I think an up tilt should do it from Snake, but you actually have to have that opportunity. Castle very nearly claiming the stock right there in that forward smash. Tons of damage from the jab, too. Br1, he's going low and gets down air for his troubles. Castle, the back and forth nature of this set continues. It feels like Castle on his counter picks has been nigh unstoppable.
Absolutely, and Br1 looking a little bit lost now, getting caught out time and time again, and oh no.
Castle building a fortress on his counter picks. What a match. It looked like Br1 had to scrap for every inch of that last game. And then Castle just kind of makes it look easy. He just turns on the juice.
That was straightforward. That was really simple. Just hit everything, seemingly. Just every single hitbox connected. And yeah, that's going to be a tough one to stomach for Br1, as we are 2-2 in this best of 5 as it comes down to the wire.
Game 5 it is, and Br1 gets the stage pick, so this is a really big opportunity for him. We'll have to see. Do you know, does this have a DSR or modified DSR?
No idea. Production?
I have to check the rules on my side. I don't believe so. So if that's the case, we could go back to Stadium. But if so, that means that basically Br1 needs to change. Needs to pick something different.
Very
no DSR. We just got our confirmation from production, so we could go back to Stadium if we want to.
Well, we will see. As taking a little bit of a breather, composing themselves, I'm sure. Br1, well, they're both one game away, but the momentum on the side of Castle for sure coming out of that 3 stock. Ooh, I'm feeling a little bit shaky about my prediction.
I mean, what a match that one was. It feels like whenever Castle just gets up some kind of momentum, it's impossible to stand in this man's way.
Absolutely. And, a lot of that's the character as well. It can be a very oppressive character. It feels like you have to react. You can't really take the initiative a lot of the time. But it's about weathering that storm and then really capitalizing when you do get those openings. And, well, in that last game, it felt like there wasn't an opening. There wasn't a hole in the play of Castle.
Yeah, we'll have to see now what the change is, both in stage and play style for Br1. And this is what happens when you have two talented players. They go back, they go forward. It is adjustment and counter adjustment, punch and counter punch. What is the last tool that Br1 has in his bag of tricks?
What indeed? It's apparently psyching the casters out and starting the match, and then not starting the match, and I think we're getting into it right about now.
Here we
Perfect
go. Game
timing.
5, losers finals. Br1 doing a great job against Castle. And we're on to Lilac. This is an interesting stage counter pick from Snake. You have 3 of those platforms, which allows you, again, to set up that C4 and claim a ton of space. Plus, with the dark background and the angle at which the platforms are positioned, it can be hard to see that C4. But right now, no difficulty at all, as this player in Castle has been doing a great job of just opening up Snake's zone to the tune of 89 damage right off the bat.
That's a lot of damage. You're going to need all sorts of flex tape to fix that.
Very true, very true. Let's see what we can't find out here, though. This Br1 just using that verticality. Hello?
Hello.
Bit of a tech error on my side. I think my display driver just went down. We'll hope that doesn't happen again.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's fine to leave me solo casting. I know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Br1, 104%. Castle at 14.5, who is looking commanding here on the first stop.
Doing a really good job of just playing super defensively, using the shield options on this platform. Like, watch Castle, what they do is they jump to the center platform, and then they jump to the back platform. They toss out their shield a couple times, and then they reset the situation. They go in when they need to, not when Br1 wants them to.
Yep. Br1 still trying to utilize the range advantage, and almost had an opening there. Jumping off the platform, though, didn't quite have the range, but here we go. Up in the air. Let's Castle back, though, and it's a singular back air. A nice one at that.
Myra's disjointed hitboxes are just making it so hard for Br1 to get that landing properly. Grenades are out, using also the tilts. If you notice that when he's at the far edge, there's a little bit of a tilt down from the stage, and you can just get an angle where that side B will not hit you, and you can toss out grenades freely. It's a good stage selection. I really like this in Br1, but right now, just claims stock 1 and only 25%, so not quite running away with this game is Castle, but we've seen how quickly he can turn this around.
A bit of change of tact from Br1, really playing it defensively here, and that could have been ugly. And we're pretty much at an even game once again.
Yeah, this added verticality is just making this matchup so much more interesting between these two. It's unlike what we saw on that final D game where Castle just could guard the one angle of approach that Br1 had. Now Br1 has the ability to just cross up with his aerials. He has the ability to jump from platform to platform drop and then toss out grenades. It's just so much more tricky here. He's making great use of the movement options afforded by these platformers, but he's getting good damage. But the problem is that Castle has already shown it that he can combo on this stage so easily.
Okay, big damage. Assault with the oh dear, but Instantly fires back. Does BR1 Nikita on the shield. Side B comes out. Huge damage once again. Castle getting it done right now. And oh, each hit right now, it just stings oh so much if you're BR1. Every little bit is making that comeback so much less likely.
Back here from Br1, not going to connect, nor is the up tilt. Trying to apply some safe shield pressure, but unable to get this stock so far. At 123, up tilt will certainly do it, but he seems content to toss out those grenades again. But this is the problem when you get that down air connecting, threaten to reset and threaten so much damage already. 75 have to get this Nikita kill. And great connection right there from Castle to try to just disable it a little bit, but again, that time forced under the stage and not ready to tap this Castle. This is it, do or die. Game 5, losers bracket, losers finals between these two players. Whoever loses this stock goes home, and the next one advances to Grands to face the awaiting analysis.
Oh!
The forward smash, almost doing it, but now we got a Nikita set up. He gets it off stage.
He's done it! He has done it!
The upset special, Br1, just from nowhere, blasting his way to grand finals.